Hi, my name is Mason Sheffield, and if you're anything at all like me, you know what it's like to struggle with the consequences of being different. With age often comes a greater appreciation for diversity and differences. You grow to understand the world for what it really is and not just what you see. But it is easy to get muddled down in the day-to-day, especially when you're young, because when you're young, all you really know is what you've been exposed to. This message is for anyone who hasn't been exposed to the wonderful, colorful, shocking, and beautifully diverse world that we live in. This message is for anyone who's having trouble seeing past the naysayers, the homophobes, the bigots, and the haters that surround them every day, and block their view of the astoundingly promising world that exists just past all of those people. This message is for anyone who needs to be promised that it gets better. Graduating high school was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. And one night I went from being encompassed by narrow-minded people and feeling compelled to fit into their perceptions of who I was supposed to being fully responsible for the person I wanted to be. It was like the universe handed me a pen and said, "Here, Mason, write your own story." Through a lot of soul-searching and listening to some good advice, I was able to accept all of the things about myself that most of my peers in high school couldn't, in my case, my sexuality. Once I did that, my eyes were open in a way that they hadn't been before. I was able to see me for something that didn't need to be inherently changed. Once you tell society you're going to do you instead of them, it becomes easier and easier to do it over and over again and to love living life. Being different grants you a creative license that applies to everything you do. It's like a free pass to say, screw the status quo, and it is so liberating. One of my favorite hymns says, "My life flows on an endless song above earth's lamentations. I hear the tune, though far away, it hails a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing?" That's what being different is all about. Floating above the drabness of the normal and constantly asking the question, how can I refrain from just doing what I do, even if it's different from what everybody else does? Whatever you do it for yourself first. Embrace the things that set you apart. After all, you are the only you that ever walked the earth. In the limitless expanses of time and space, there is not, never has been, and never will be a single entity, not a solitary culmination of matter and energy that is exactly like you. Let that sink in for a moment. Our uniqueness is all we ever truly own. It is our essence. It is our soul, and I believe it's a moral imperative that we celebrate that. Be different and love it. Tomorrow may look bad, but you'll never know until you get there. Most of the time it's not half as bad as you thought it would be anyway. Embrace tomorrow and carry with you what you've learned today by living today. And that, my friends, is how it gets better. Thanks for listening. Live long and prosper.